Hello everyone and welcome back to another lesson. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've learned about the n8n interface, you understand how data works in JSON, and you set up credentials, and you know what nodes are. Now it's time to put all of that knowledge into practice. This is the moment we've been building towards. You're about to build your very first real-world automation project from the ground up. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the project we'll be tackling, which is a personalized lead follow-up automation. I'll explain what you need to build, show you how to get the starter files from GitHub, and most importantly, talk about how you should approach the project, because the how is just as important as the what. Okay, now, before we dive into the project details, I want to talk about the philosophy of this course. My goal isn't just to show you how to click buttons in n8n. My goal is to teach you how to think like an automation builder and how to solve problems independently. Because in the real world, you won't have a video for every single problem you encounter. You will have a goal, a set of tools, and a list of requirements. The magic happens when you figure out how to connect those dots yourself. So, for this project, I'm not going to give you a step-by-step, click here, then click there tutorial. I'm going to give you a clear set of requirements, the starting assets, and then I'm going to get out of your way. I know that can sound a little intimidating, but I want you to embrace it. You are going to get stuck. You're going to have moments where a node isn't working or an expression gives you an error, and that's fantastic. Why? Because true learning doesn't happen when everything goes perfectly. It happens when you hit a wall, you take a step back, and you reread the documentation, you do research, you experiment, and you have that aha moment when you finally figure it out. That's what builds deep, lasting knowledge and genuine skill. The struggle is part of the process, and overcoming it is what will make you a competent and confident developer. Okay, with that said, let's get into the project itself. We're going to build an automation that mimics a common sales or marketing task, following up with a list of new leads. Okay, let's take a look at the screen. To get started, you'll need to go to the GitHub repository linked in the description below. GitHub is a platform where developers store and manage their code and project files. For our purposes, it's where you'll find the instructions and starter files for our projects. When you land on the page, the first thing you'll see is this file right here called a README file. A README file is like the instruction manual for a project. Let's take a look. The README starts with an introduction that explains the goal of the project. But the most important part is the assignment section. This is your mission brief. It contains a numbered list of requirements for your workflow. You can see here it asks you to do things like read data from a file, process one lead first, construct a dynamic message based on a condition, in this case the person's job title, and send an email, and then log the result back to the sheet. Finally, it asks you to make sure your workflow can handle all the leads and address potential errors like blank email fields. This README file is your single source of truth. Whenever you're unsure what to do next, come back to this file and go to the next step. Now, where do the leads come from? Let's go back to the top. You'll see another file here called leads. This is the Excel file containing our lead data. To complete this project, you'll need to download this file, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Simply click the file, and then click this button here, and then you can download lead file. Let's take a quick look at the file so you know what you're working with. We have several columns: first name, last name, email, company, job title, and status. Your job is to read from this file and use this information. Notice a few things I've included to test your logic. We have several people with manager in their job title. Your conditional logic will need to catch these. Look at Emily Wright's row. The email field is blank. Your workflow should be smart enough to skip this person. And look at Henry Baker's row. The status column already says email sent. Your workflow should be able to see that and not send him a duplicate email. This is your starting data. Your goal is to build a workflow that reads this file, takes the right actions, and updates the status column for each person you email. Let's go back to the GitHub repository. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to open up n8n, start with a blank canvas, and build this out step by step, using the README file as your guide. Take it one requirement at a time, get the file reading first, then figure out how to isolate one lead, then build your logic. Test at every step. Embrace the challenge, and when you get stuck, use the problem-solving skills we talked about earlier. And remember, we have a Discord group. If you hit a wall you just can't break through, just pop into the Discord group and ask your question. You have all the skills you need. Now it's time to build. Good luck and have fun.